7th English medium. Today we are going to start a chapter in biology. First chapter, nutrition in plants. Now we know that all living organisms, they require food. Why? Because to get the energy for the proper growth and so on. So food is essential for all of us. For all living organisms. And the food contains some components. Components of food are carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals. These are the components of the food. It means that we need all these components and that are necessary for our body. They have different works, like carbohydrates and fats are the sources of energy. That is the main source of energy, that is for the storage. Protein is necessary to make the cells and tissues, means for the growth. And vitamins and minerals are for our health. So these all are the food components. And these components of food, they are known as nutrients. So components of food are known as nutrients. Now, all of us, means all the living organisms, doesn't matter it is a plant or an animal, everybody, they require nutrients for the body. Now, if we see, then you will observe that only the plants are such living organisms that can make their own food. You know that process, photosynthesis. And all other living organisms like animals, they depend on others, either from the plant or from the other animals. It means we are dependent on others. Actually, if we think deeply, then you will observe that all the other living organisms except plant, they directly or indirectly depend on the plants. How? Because if you look at some animals like tiger, lion, etc., wild animals, they kill the other animals and get their nutrition. Means they are depending on the other animals. But what do the other animals eat? They eat vegetables, green plants. It means that directly or indirectly all the living organisms depend on the plants for their nutrition. Only the plants and some type of bacteria that you will learn in the higher standards. So they only can make their own food. And others depend on the other. Now, nutrition. What is nutrition? That is nutrient. Nutrients means the components of food like carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, fat, minerals, etc. These are the nutrients. which are the components of food. And in nutrition means how do we take the food, means the mode of taking food, the mode of taking food. By living organisms is known as nutrition. Because everybody don't take same way food. They have different type of methods. But whatever it, then in general we can say that the mode of taking food by living organisms, either they are making themselves, depending on others, etc. So that mode of taking food by living organisms and that process is known as nutrition. Now, according to the way, we can divide them in main two groups. I mean, there are two main mode of nutrition shown in the living organisms. So we will see that nutrition that can have two parts. I mean two modes of nutrition. First is autotrophic and the other is heterotrophic. Heterotrophic and autotrophic. So now, auto, you know the word auto. We use sometimes automatic, automobile. We are familiar with the word auto. Automatic means they are working themselves, itself, means self. So here you can see that autotrophic means that they are making their own food. They don't depend. They are making themselves. So that is known as autotrophic nutrition. We know that the plants, how they make their own food. So auto means self and trops means nourishment. So those people, those living organisms which make their own food, they are known as autotrophs, and their mode of nutrition is known as autotrophic nutrition, in which generally all green plants are the examples. All the green plants are the examples of autotrophs. So all the plants are autotrophs. They are called autotrophs. Why? Because they are getting their nutrition. The mode is autotrophic because they are making their own food with the help of oxygen, carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight, using the chlorophyll in the leaves. On the other way, except the plants, all the other animals, they depend, mean they get their food from others, either to animals or plants. So these heterotrophs mean those living organisms who cannot make their own food. They cannot produce their own food, but they depend either on other animals or to the plants. So they are known as heterotroph, and their mode of nutrition is known as heterotrophic nutrition. Now we will see about the autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic one by one. You know that the plants during the daytime, what do? They take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll in the leaves, they make their own food. Now, if we will think that why our body cannot make food using carbon dioxide and water like plants do, why can't we do that? The reason is that we have not capacity to take carbon dioxide. We can take oxygen only by our nose to the lungs. And therefore, the second thing is also that we don't have chlorophyll. You know that green plants, they have that leaves. Leaves are of green color. Why? Because they have inside the green colored pigments. Green colored pigment, which is known as chloroplast. And that pigments which contain chloroplast are known as chlorophyll. And that chlorophyll can absorb sunlight. They can absorb sunlight, and then on the surface of the leaves there are very, very tiny pores which are known as stomata. And through that stomata, the leaves can take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. We don't have all these capacities. We don't have chlorophyll. We don't have stomata that can take the carbon dioxide. Yeah, we can drink water. We can get sunlight. But we can't have carbon dioxide and chlorophyll. And therefore, we cannot make our own food. So now, where the food factories of plants are located, means in which part of the plants the food is produced, means the factory. So we know that it is the leaves, as I told you here, that the leaves are the factories to make the food in the green plants. And what are the raw materials that needed? We know that the raw materials are CO2, means the carbon dioxide, and water. They use this raw material, and in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they make their own food. And this process is known as photosynthesis. And the factory is the leaves. In the leaves, this factory is located, because only the chlorophyll is containing in the leaves. Yeah, but sometimes, like in the desert plants, sometimes you know that there are very small leaves, or sometimes there is no leaves also, like the cactus plants. That time they have green colored stem, and through the stem also they can make the food and then it is transported to the other body parts. So now on the leaves, as I told you, there are small pores, very tiny, you can't even see with the naked eye, which are known as stomata. Stomata is like this type of very tiny pores, and which are surrounded by two cells which are known as guard cells. And guard cells is controlling the opening and closing of the stomata. If these guard cells are getting water, they are getting thicker and they open the pores. But when they lose the water, they are getting shrink, and then what will they do? They will make that hole close. Pores are closed. So these are called guard cells in the stomata. So these small pores, it is just to show you that, but it is not that much big. They are very tiny pores that only the gases and the water vapor can go in and out. And water and minerals are transported from the roots and the stem to the branches and the leaves, and then they make a continuous path or passage that can take that water to the leaves, and then they can perform the process of photosynthesis. And I already explained you the chlorophyll again about also, right? So photosynthesis is a very important process, because we all depend on the food for the plants. Thank you very much. Is there any difficulties? Write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.